So this is our first annual Beef and Forage Field Day. The beef industry drives the agricultural economy throughout the state of Tennessee, and we are so proud to be able to host a really excited group of producers here today. And for our inaugural event, we've got over 200 producers, I think, here today. The commonality of precision agriculture really started with and is synonymous with row crop production and agronomic crop production, but now that technology is bleeding into the livestock industry, and from a research standpoint, it helps us collect so much more accurate data and so many multiple data points that we can apply back to research trials and studies to give us really usable information that can impact on-farm production.
In Belgium, I had to retire at 65, and University of Tennessee proposed to come over here to start up research projects with them. What we did since '91 is to develop technology to monitor individual animals and people. And the European Commission invested a lot of money. I was heading a research team for over 30 years with continuously 25 to 30 PhDs only on this. And now we bring it to the United States. The worldwide demand for animal products is increasing with 60% until 2050. We have to produce in a more efficient way, and technology has to help us there.
Today we're getting to present some of our research that we've actually been conducting here on site and in other of the research and education centers. And it all is trying to identify the things that are really important to maximize fertility in cattle. It's great for field days like this. I mean, I get to come here and I get to share some of our research and things like that. I get to give my graduate students an experience to learn how to participate in this process and benefit. But I like it most because it goes beyond just me telling what we've been having fun doing, like our research, working with cattle and trying to make a difference in solving real world issues in the livestock industry, but I also benefit from attending.
We're very much, I think, moving into a new generation of how we raise cattle. The idea with these precision technologies is really that they allow us to get lots of measurements on animals out in their natural environment in a more precise way than maybe running them over the scales once at weaning, right? So we've got these smart scales is what they call them, so that they'll read an electric ID tag from an animal and record that visit to a water. It'll say how much water did this animal drink, what did they weigh at this particular time of the day, and then we get that multiple times over the day, every day of the week. And that allows us to do some really neat stuff. It's still in its infancy. A lot of this stuff probably isn't economically practical for the average commercial cow-calf operation today, but our goal here at the university is to figure out which of these devices adds the most value, and can we help producers adopt these so that they can eventually add some value through what these devices provide.
The technology we got now just mind-blowing. Always learn something new. If it's just one or two little things that you can take back to the farm, the rotational grazing, all that stuff that we do now that we didn't have 20 years ago. You get more productivity off your farm. Just everything. Where you use the RFD tags, the feeding, where they can monitor the ration of feed to each individual calf. That's just, I've read about it but never had seen the process, and they've got some of that down here today, and it's just, learn a lot like that.
We are blessed in the cattle industry to live in the state of Tennessee because we can grow forage, almost 12 months a year, 10 and a half, 11 months a year. And to be a successful beef cattle producer, we have to know how to manage those forages. And that's one of the exciting things that I get to do here on a daily basis at the Research and Education Center is look at new management strategies and new technologies in growing forages, harvesting forages, and grazing forages. And that's what we're talking about here today, giving that information that we've gleaned through research back to the producers so they can take home and put into practice on farm.